All right. That being said, guys, we're going to move on to the work or shoot. I'm gonna try. Tommy, don't kill it this week, okay?
I was going to say, who's the line tamer this week?
Kill it, Tommy. Kill it, Tommy.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
All right, it's time for work or shoot. What was you gonna say, Tommy?
The lion's name Precious? Was the lion's name Precious, and she was a sweetheart?
No, that was last week. Jerk.
Oh, okay.
Can I read now, sir? Thank you.
Right ahead. I'm ready for this.
Thank you. Work or shoot. If anybody's watching at home for the first time, the way this works, I will read you an article, and you have to tell me if it's a work or if it's a shoot. And
a new article.
I'm going to read a new article that I've never read on the show before this week, Tommy. All right. Everyone is fairly aware of the Ultimate Warrior's ability to be a bit off. He believes so strongly in his character that he legally changed his names to Warrior. And that's true. Everybody knows that's true. Part of the character was about healthy eating. The Warrior perhaps took it to the extreme. Bret Hart tells a story about how one day he was in the locker room getting prepared when Warrior came in with a handful of crushed up chocolate chip cookies. Instead of eating them, because of course that would be unhealthy, he sniffed them. Bret asked what he was doing, and the Warrior told him he got the same satisfaction from sniffing the cookies that he did from eating them. All right, guys, we're going to take a commercial break. We're going to come back. I want you guys to tell me if that's a work or a shoot. Oh, who is that over making noise again? Is that you, Landon? What are you eating, bruh?
Chocolate chip cookies.
He done got caught. He was the one earlier. He done got caught coming back from the break.
It's okay.
All right, Tommy, I'm going to start with you since you wanted to curtain jerk last week. I'll let you curtain jerk again this week. Is this a work or a shoot?
Since I've got my Cactus Jack shirt on, bang, bang.
That's a shoot. Okay. Sonny Salem, is that a work or a shoot?
It's a work.
Okay. Lyndon Childers, is that a work or a shoot?
I think I'm going to follow Sonny on this one and say it's a work.
Okay. Mike Wills, work or shoot?
I think it really happened.
Well,
I'm probably wrong.
Tommy Thomason and Mike Wills? It's a shoot. Good job. This actually happened.
Hey!
I want to go down with Sonny, but I knew it was a shoot.
Mike Loving said it was a work. You're wrong, Dark Loving. Barbara Sears said it was a work. Wrong, Barbie. Michael Mann, there's my buddy. He said it was a shoot. That's a good job.
That's a shoot.
All right, there is work or shoot. Now it's time for pros and cons, and I tell you right now, I don't have many pros to talk about. All right, guys, here we go. Lyndon, did you get your quick bite real quick?
I got my rocket fuel like Kenny Dunn was saying here.
I got you. Yeah, Kenny said you washed it down with rocket fuel. That's right. Mike Loving in here. I don't know if Mike Loving don't know I can see his other comment, but he said work a minute ago, and then he commented shoot like he's trying to fool somebody. Come on, Loving.
He tried to swerve you, man. He tried to do a swerve.
Such a smart guy.
We're going to start with pros this week. That being said, go ahead, friends. Go ahead, friends.
There wasn't a lot of pros.
I'll
That's the
go
sad
because
part.
I say blank look
mine
on
was
face.
basically- My pro was basically already touched on, and that was just Impact moving to Thursdays and NXT moving to Tuesdays.
Hold on. I didn't know Impact moved. Were they on Tuesdays?
Yeah, they're on Tuesdays. They're going to Thursdays now.
Oh,
Their original.
Oh, come on.
They're going back to their original slot.
Tommy said, "Come on, Skip." That's gimmick infringement, Lyndon. You gonna take it?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
And for me, honestly, it's just because it means like a full week of wrestling. I think that's awesome. You can't go wrong with that. So really, that was my pro, and that's all I got for this week.
Okay, Tommy, you got any pros, buddy?
The Alexis Playground last night was fun.
Anything Alexa Bliss does is money.
That's my only pro
Hey,
is Alexa Bliss. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's my only pro.
That's it. You guys, Sonny had 2. You guys have 1.
Dude, because I have more cons than pros this week. That's the sad part.
Mike Wills, do you have any pros this week?
Yes, I do. I think that we need to step back and realize how professional sports entertainers are when the cameras are on. And I'm going to give you the example. The Miz, Michael Mizanin, got hit square flush in the jaw, and he carried on with the bit. And went on like nothing happened, like nothing was wrong. I mean, there was no fake, there was no pull, nothing. I mean, the man got punched in the face, and he kept going on like the professional is. That's my pro.
That was a working punch, Mike.
Say it again.
That was a working punch for you outsiders. That means that he didn't actually punch him in the jaw.
Well, we saw it on slow mo. He actually did hit him. He made contact with his fist to the man's face.
Mike said it's still real to me, damn it.
I know it's still real to you. I get it. That there you go. We need to find out if that punch was a work or a shoot.
That's on next week's show.
It's a worse one.
Well, I know that it was. I'm sure it was in the script for Bad Bunny to punch the Miz, but I didn't think he expected to actually punch the Miz.
Yeah, that's true.
My wife.
Anybody hear that leg slap by Drew McIntyre last night?
Oh, it's back, baby. It's back.
Is he gonna get fined for doing that?
They switched camera angles so it wasn't so obvious.
Oh, but you can still hear the slap though. That's the sad part. You can still hear it.
See, there's you another pro, Lyndon. You found one.
Is he getting fined for that?
Probably not. And if
Probably just a slap on the wrist.
and if
he's gonna find anybody that does it.
if they do find him, he can cover it because he was on Raw like 15 times last night, so he can handle it. Yeah. Mike Wills, any more pros?
I like the locker room segment where Drew called everybody out and got in everybody's face, and then at the end of it, when Ricochet stood up and said, "Yeah, I'll fight you," and Drew conceded, says, "Yeah, I respect that," and they went on their way.
Ricochet oversold so much in that match.
I'm not going there right now. Mike, is there anything else you're delusional about? I mean, is there any more pros you have this week?
No, not really.
Well, I'm ashamed of every one of you guys because you already told me that we're like 2 minutes into the pros and you already got nothing else for me.
Drew McIntyre did a hype video for the Tampa Bay Rays. How's that?
Was it called Hip Hip Hop Hop?
No, I don't know what it's called. I just watched like 5
like the
minutes
video.
before it came on air.
Listen, I was trying to make a point, Tommy. I don't care about Drew McIntyre making dirty videos with Ricochet, okay? I don't care. I was trying to tell you guys that I was upset with you guys for not having more pros this week. And the reason that is the case is because I have to ramble about nothing now because I have 0 pros this week in professional wrestling.
I told you we're gonna have more cons than pros. I told you that.
I don't care what you told me. There's
Bliss is the go-to, dude. That's all you gotta say.
Exactly,
Alexa
dude.
Bliss.
Alexa Bliss is the only pro.
And that's
for Monday
it.
Night Wrestling. That's it.
you like Sonny?
This is the only pro.
Hold on. Sonny's choking. Tommy, tell somebody you know. Hurry. Who'd you meet? Hurry. Sonny's choking. Hurry.
Davey Boy.
Oh, Davey.
Here last month.
All right, Sonny, you good?
Good.
I got you, homie. I got you. Let's go to the chat real quick before we get to the cons because I don't know about you guys, but I'm dying to complain about some stuff.
I got one.
Kenny Dunn says Alexa Bliss is money. You're right. Michael Mann says his pro, the nap that he took at 9:30 last night, the first time since '95 in my on again off again fandom that I've actually fallen asleep. Good deal, brother. Good deal. Kenny Dunn also says NXT is building the Takeover pay-per-view better than the main roster is. WrestleMania could be a pro or a con depending on how you look at it. You're right.
I think it's about in between.
Michael Mann says, "Shoot, was Riddle dead ass for getting his lines?" Well, at first I thought he was, and then I read this morning that he wasn't. But I wonder if it was a thing where they tried to cover their ass because he did forget his lines. I tell you what, that's the most entertaining I've been with this stupid stoner Matt Riddle that they've been portraying for a couple months. I was entertained by that. He was just like, oh, I'm out of here. See you later.
Let's go eat some
And that's
donuts,
something-
Steve.
What is
That's
it?
something a stoner would do too. And
It is, yeah.
funny.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like-
bro, let's get some bro nuts. Yeah.
It's like, what were we doing again? I forgot.
I think he's getting ready to switch to cons. I don't know.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
on a concert. I think we're going
I'm reading the chat to make sure we're not missing out on everybody. Y'all just worry about getting yourself over. We got to get Darth Loving over. We got to get Kenny
Oh, Lord.
Dunn over. We got to get Michael Mann over. We got all these people in the chat we got to get over too, guys. It's not always about you, Tommy.
Kenny
Last time
the
I
Jet
tried to get
Dunn.
Loving over, I got a concussion.
Wow.
He fell on my head.
Wow.
He fell on your head because you were the one that was supposed to be carrying him over. He just fell on your head. Did he just give up and just give it all to you? He wasn't working with you? Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay. I think I lost audio. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, it was audio.
Unfortunately.
I have lost audio. Talk amongst yourself.
All right.
Okay. So
Yeah,
no kidding.
okay.
Check it out. There I was.
No.
All right, now shut up amongst yourself. I'm back.
Darn.
All right, let's get started, guys. Weekly cause. I'm going to start first.
Go ahead, bruh.
Ms. and Mrs. 2.0. I don't give a damn about Cody Rhodes and Brandy's reality show. I done seen that crap on WWE. I don't want to see it again. I dislike Cody more and more every freaking day.
How did I know that was
Yep.
coming?
And it's
I knew
the
that was
Cody
coming.
Rhodes
That's the funny part.
flavor
I knew that was
of the
coming.
week. Let's have a feud with this guy this week. Have a feud with that guy next week.
Next week we're gonna fight my best friend because everybody watches Being the Elite and Sammy's vlog, so they know the dynamic there. Everybody knows that's QT Marshall is Cody's best friend, and they have nobody knows that. Explain it to the people that just watch on TV every week.
Yeah. Next week he's going to be fighting the baby doctor.
Oh, that was one of my cons.
You should have known
Was
that
the
was
Duke
coming
of
when they signed
Marshall.
the deal. TNT. Should have known that was coming.
Did you say that there was a video for it, Sonny? Because I didn't even watch it. I said just no.
No, like when I watched it, I was like, that was one of my biggest cons. Dynamite for the week for sure. Cody is getting insufferable at this point. It's really kind of frustrating to see that with the news of the reality show and now this stupid feud. Who cares?
Let's say they could have saved Cody for me. Whenever they had Penta come out a few weeks back and come out there with what's his name, announcer guy, Spanish announcer guy.
Apprehensive.
When they come out with him and Penta was talking smack and he was talking for Penta, they should have bled that out for a couple weeks. They shouldn't have waited a week, did the match, and that was it. What are we doing?
Yep.
Well, apparently they're playing this off of something that was similar to Bruno San Martino and was it Sabisco? I think is what it was, or something like that.
Did you say Nabisco? Did you say Nabisco?
No, Sabisco.
You ever eaten cookies, ain't you?
I'm not eating
He's talking
cookies
about
on
my
this.
buddy Larry Zabisco.
I think it was something
Larry.
similar
Larry's a
between
good coach.
Bruno and Larry, where I think Larry was like in the shadow or something of Bruno, and it was like
Yeah.
the same thing or something like that is what they're doing with Cody and QT.
I'm fine with Cody and QT. QT's actually a good wrestler, and I enjoy him as a character. But like I said, I watch Being the Elite and I watch Sammy's vlog, so I know a little bit about him. People that don't watch that and just watch Dynamite, they're like, well, who the hell's this guy? Okay, he's in the Nightmare Collective. It's Cody's best friend. Okay, so I'm supposed to care why?
I don't. I don't care about reality
Terrible.
TV. Period.
It's terrible.
The Divas or the Bellas.
Bellas,
You leave the bellies alone. You hear me?
Oh
the
shit!
Miz, the
If
Miz,
they
the
had
Mizes.
talent,
I work.
Honestly, that's how I started disliking Daniel Bryan, was watching him on Total Balance. Like, I don't care to know any of that, and that ruined him for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, so John Cena didn't get ruined either?
John Cena was
Oh,
ruined
yeah,
before
I
that
didn't like
happened.
him.
Yeah.
I didn't like him anyway, so going into that didn't hurt anything.
I'm going to stay on Dynamite because I like to try to go in order because, I watched last week. Even though I'm a fan of Ty Conti, why, oh why, Tony Khan, are you continuing to bury Nyla Rose? Why? Is she just your placement to help try to get the baby faces over? Because it ain't working. She should be a monster and she should annihilate everybody. She should not lose clean to Ty Conti on Dynamite with no build or nothing. It's stupid. And then they wonder why the women's division in AEW sucks. That's part of the reason why. Lyndon don't agree with me, so.
I digress. We'll digress on that.
No, where you going to digress? You speak your mind. Tell me what's up.
I gotta listen to this. Okay.
So here's the thing, because like I said, when it came to Revolution, they did that whole entire bracket thing. Like I even said, I wouldn't really watch the match if it was Sheeta versus Nyla 3, because we've already had it, right? But to me, Nyla Rose in AEW is like Nia in WWE.
But it doesn't have to be that way. Do you guys remember Awesome Kong? Do you remember Awesome Kong? She was there not too long ago. That's who Nyla Rose. Oh God, you meet her too, Tommy? Good.
Yes, I did.
We're trying to do a show over here. You worried about drinking all the time.
Like here's the thing. Yes, Nyla should be dominating the women's division. That's a given. I'll agree with that. Yes.
And I'm okay with her. I'm okay with her losing, Lyndon. I'm okay with her losing, but build to it. Don't just do it out of nowhere for no reason.
I understand that, but then you also have others that I think are good. Like, so I understood why they put Tay Conti over on Nyla. I understand it.
Well, help me understand, because you're not helping me understand. You say you know, but you're not helping me understand. Explain to me why they would do that.
All matches that Nia has can't all be squash matches.
She hardly ever has a squash match. Did you see her match with Riho? They didn't want a squash match.
You talking about? Well, you got to look at the stature. I mean, you could put Nyla and Awesome Kong in the same ring. Who gonna win that one?
Awesome Kong.
Dude, come on. They would put Nyla over on Kong.
No.
Be real here. Yeah, they would. I'm telling you, they would make Nyla go over on Awesome Kong. They would put Nyla over.
What
If you're
about
gonna call
Jesse
Nyla
Havoc?
Rose the main beast, they would put her over on Awesome Kong.
You think they'd put Jesse Havoc over Nyla Rose? Because Jesse Havoc, she does a lot of squash matches too.
I mean, dude, you can go Jessica Havoc, you can go Nyla, you can go Awesome, you can go Nia. I mean, there's a bunch of different scenarios, but it's gonna be when telling the story, what's gonna sell more? Because going into that match, if you do Nyla versus Kong, everybody's going to already think Kong's going to win the match, correct? No doubt. Kong's going to win. Swerve on him.
As you should.
Put Nyla over.
Right.
I mean, if Kong never got hurt, I think
Or
our
pregnant.
women's division would look a lot different because they were banking on her.
I will say this though. I will say this about Kong, and it's not necessarily on Kong. It's on the creative. And whenever they had her with Brandy Rose, and Brandy was going around cutting people's hair, that was stupid.
What happened to Mel? That's my question. What happened to Mel?
I don't know.
What
I
happened
have no
to
idea.
Who?
It was another girl that was supposed to be part of their group, and then she just disappeared. The bald chick. Remember the bald chick?
Yeah. Mel.
Oh,
She literally cut her hair
yeah.
and has vanished since then.
I'd like to have been heard that conversation. Hey, we want to give you a contract here. We're going to cut all your hair off though, and in about 2 weeks we're just going to kill the angle, and you're going to be off TV.
Oh, and did they ever kill that angle?
Well, I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did. But let's move on with the cause this week. Go ahead, anybody.
One, I think y'all gonna like this one. I think we all agree on this because creative was just beyond stupid last night on Raw. Let me tell you.
Hold on, before you get to last night.
Let me get this out, Skip.
Look, I've done it before. I've done it before. I can do it again. It's not a problem. I got the controls right here in my hand, just waiting to push the button. Can we see if anybody has anything from SmackDown before we get to last night? Got to keep it in a chronological rotation. Anybody got a SmackDown?
Kind of something else, but no, go. I could have some Raw ones.
What?
Match.
Triple threat match from SmackDown?
Yeah, I don't think it should be happening at Mania. It should just be Edge and Roman. Daniel Bryan should not be in that match.
And they want Daniel Bryan to be the underdog, and at this point, he's just the annoying little ass.
It's like WrestleMania 30 all
worming his way in.
Yeah, kind of the way they're booking it is. It don't make sense because it's like they're putting a sympathy factor on Roman Reigns, and that don't make any sense.
Like, I would just rather see this match between Edge and Roman. Like,
do you think there's a chance one of them's a little banged up, and that's why they're adding Daniel Bryan to the match?
No, one of them's not banged up. The only reason you put a third person into a match is that you don't want that current champion going into that match getting pinned.
Not necessarily. No. Not necessarily just Roman. It could go the same way with Edge. You keep the characters strong, essentially, is what you're saying, and I get that. You bring somebody in to take the pin, essentially.
Exactly. So it's like they don't pin Roman and be like, oh, well, Roman's about to lose off his fire because he literally just got pinned. No. But honestly, I think this was a problem where they give like DB creative control on his character and he can have a say in it, being a part of the creative team on SmackDown. I think that him putting himself into the title picture just kind of ruins the whole entire thing that we all knew was going to happen. Was we wanted to see Edge versus Roman.
Yeah, but you know what? You're not going to get that. You get a triple threat, honey.
Yeah, because we all called the triple threat was going to happen anyway. So.
Yeah, they planted that seed weeks ago. You know what I mean?
Well, I kind of got the feeling that Edge isn't comfortable.
It could be the case.
It could be, but I don't think that though.
He just went. What was it like? Almost, he went almost an hour at the Rumble, right?
Right, but
Exactly.
when was the last time he actually had a match?
He had the before he had a match on SmackDown last week. Yeah.
Against
Jey
Uso.
Daniel Bryan's not going to win this match. If people think Daniel Bryan's going to win this match, he's not going to win.
Well, hold on a second. You just said if people think Daniel Bryan's going to win this match, he's not going to win this match. Okay, so nobody out there in Ramble Land thinks that Daniel Bryan's going to win this match, and then Daniel Bryan will win this match.
Right.
But why would you have Daniel Bryan win? Because he needs a win before he starts going part-time?
He's
And then
there.
let me know
He's
Daniel Bryan's about to start going party.
Lyndon. I'm playing devil's advocate. You and I both know,
I know.
he's there to take the pin. That's the only reason he's in the match. And I'll tell you why I like it. Because I think my prediction is going to come true. They're going to have Edge and Roman Reigns later on, probably in the summertime. They'll probably have a SummerSlam match. They're going to milk this championship reign, no pun intended, until next year's WrestleMania, where Roman Reigns goes one-on-one with the great one, brother. I told you.
Rocky going to be too busy with Black Adam premieres and all
He going to bring Black Adam with him. Black Adam going to come watch a match.
No, but it's the fact. This is why I say I think Roman's going to end up keeping the title come the match next week. Roman's going to end up keeping the title.
And he should. He should keep the title.
Edge is not going to win it because it's like, I think, like 10 years or 9 years from the day where he retired
I don't know.
to win the title.
Ed should,
Hey, Chris Morgan, your buddy Tommy. She said, "Wow, y'all need Valium."
Well, you're not lying, Chris.
Well, you not wrong. You not wrong.
You're not wrong, Chris.
Anything else on SmackDown y'all want to touch on before we go to Raw that y'all didn't like? I didn't even watch SmackDown. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, I love the slap.
We're
Gave
not loving nothing. We're disliking now. Lyndon, pay attention. Gosh,
Shannon.
come on, Shannon.
Oh, Shannon. That's really
you know
gimmick
what?
infringing.
Actually, the only con from SmackDown would be Bayley not being a part of any program for Mania.
She's going to win the women's battle royal, I'd say.
Are they doing a woman?
They haven't announced it yet, but I'd say they will. Why wouldn't they? I mean, they got a lot of people not being used. It's a way to get everybody a payday.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Raw. Sonny, Lyndon won't shut the hell up and let you talk over her. I'm going to let you go a little bit. You got anything from Raw last night that you didn't like?
I didn't really care for the show as a whole. It was really boring. It was really hard to sit through. So Raw as a whole.
You guys heard it here first. Sonny's calm was Raw's whole.
Jeez.
No, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong because you're not, but we're going to break it down a little bit more further. Mike, did you watch Raw last night? And did you have any cons from last night?
I did. The promo that Shane McMahon cut in the ring, the whole report card thing, just wasn't believable to me.
And they're trying to gain the older demographic, and that's what you're going to do? And even further about that whole thing, I know the whole idea they're going to do the cage match so Shane can take his yearly big bump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Braun Strowman's biggest thing is when he gets on the outside of the ring, runs around like a choo-choo train, and smacks somebody. He can't do it now. He's stuck in a cage. Just like that, they took one of his 5 moves of doom away from him, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and touch on this. I'm surprised nobody's mentioned it yet. Linda probably would if I'd give him the floor, but I'm diverting intentionally. The breaking up of the Hurt Business. And
Idiots. Stupid idiots.
Stupid idiots. And I don't understand it, guys. I try so hard to understand why they do things. This is me being a wrestling personality in the past and being a wrestling fan. I legitimately want to understand what their thinking is, what their logic is here. But the WWE has no logic. They break them up. They were so strong. You got your tag team champions. You got the almighty Bobby Lashley as the world champion. Then you take the titles from the Hurt Business a couple weeks ago and give them to the New Day. And then you got the fucking New Day And then you got the New Day last night playing peekaboo with almost an AJ Styles, whatever the hell they were doing. I'm sorry, back to the Hurt Business. What's the WWE's deal? They see stuff starts to work, and they go away from it. And it's not new. You know, look at Tucker and Otis. This time last year, Tucker was one of the hottest baby faces, Otis was one of the hottest baby faces in professional wrestling. And now he's
Him and Mandy being a couple.
and now he's an enhancement heel on SmackDown. What the hell? Let's go to the Iconics. The Iconics were so over. Let's split them up and do nothing with them.
Just like the New Day, you split them up.
Andrade, Garza, Zelina Vega. Do you guys remember there was a couple months span that they ran Monday Night Raw?
Yep, Tranquilo.
And then they just killed it off. I don't understand it, WWE. Please help me understand.
I bet money it's a swerve.
That's what I was kind of thinking too.
It's a swerve.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I hope it is, because you have me watch 3 hours of bull crap last night, and the payoff was Baron Corbin.
I promise you, it's not a swerve. But this is why I say you cannot tell me that Raw and SmackDown have the same freaking creative writing team. Because whoever be writing for Raw be writing the most dumb, stupid storylines ever to get to these wrestlers. You have the Hurt Business doing something so great, so well. Bobby getting the World Heavyweight Championship, correct? Have Shelton and Cedric with the tag team titles. Maybe when MVP gets off his cane, he goes against Riddle to get the United States Championship. You have them run the gauntlet for freaking a year. Who's going to touch the Hurt Business? Nobody will come close. Nobody will touch him. You think Vinnie Mac or that creative team going to see that? Nope. What do? They break off the things that go great and go well and just say, we're done. We're tired of it.
You know what they done last night? They worked me. Because I was thinking to myself the whole time that main event segment was happening, this ain't the finish. We're 2 weeks from WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar's going to come out and kick Bobby Lashley's ass. It's got to be something big right here is about to happen. And then loses. Ricochet loses. I'm like, okay, so who's coming out? Oh, Mustafa Ali. That's what I wanted to see. It just don't make any sense at all. Tommy, me and Lyndon's tore out of hell, buddy. Take it. What you got?
Okay, here's something I don't understand, and somebody out there in Ramble Land, please explain this to me. I like Kane. I really like Kane, but how could he get into the Hall of Fame before the Undertaker? How can you put Giant Khali or Great Khali in there before you do Big Van Vader? You know, where are these guys?
They're just putting anybody in there. I mean, they just put Rob Van Dam in there.
Yeah, Rob Van Dam. What the heck? You know, is Malenko in? Put Malenko in.
They put the Bella twins in too.
Did you guys hear today? They're putting William Shatner in this year.
Oh, yeah.
Over Andy before Andy Kaufman.
Shatner.
Really?
Yeah, Andy Kaufman deserves it more than William Shatner.
Exactly.
I agree with Lyndon on that.
They just put anybody in the Hall of Fame now. Is like what is going on. They're just putting anybody in.
See, my problem with your logic is, Tommy, I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying any of those people you mentioned does not belong in the Hall of Fame, because they do. But the thing is, the people that are going in this year also belong in the Hall of Fame. Maybe they went to The Undertaker. Maybe he didn't want to go in this year. Maybe he wants to wait until there could be fans there, you know, kind of like Batista. You know, maybe he don't want to go in this year.
Do it next year, yeah.
Great Khali. I hated the Great Khali. Still don't like him. But I know why he's going in, and I know why he was such a big portion of the WWE. Kind of the same thing like with Bad Bunny. I don't like it. It's not for me. You know, we talked about on the show a couple weeks ago about how many viewers they have over in India. That's why the Great Khali's going in. Mm. So that's not for you, Tommy. But I agree, Big Van Vader should be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just
maybe
putting it in anybody.
Absolutely.
It makes no sense.
Mike Wills, you madder than hell or what? What's up? What else did you not like this week?
In general, the whole show was like that. I mean, we already touched on Riddle skipping his lines. If anything, you know, at least it was original for doing that. Other than that, I do agree that Randy Orton's promos are getting so much better, but his storytelling isn't really going anywhere. It's, you know, he's talking about what he's going to do and how he's going to do it, but it's not. It just seems empty, an empty threat to me.
You're going to see WrestleMania how empty Mr. Keith Orton's threats are. He gonna burn the Fiend again. He gonna burn him up. He gonna put him in a little box. That little box that Lex will be carrying around. He gonna take it home with him, and then he gonna ship it off to the other side of the country, and he ain't never gonna have to deal with him again. His promises ain't empty. His promises are truth. And I'll tell you what else is truth, Michael Lee Wills. That belt's coming home sooner than later. Don't get too comfortable with it, because I'm coming to get it.
The man there thought she's going to eat that camera.
Are you okay, John?
Yeah, same here.
Are you okay? Do you need a hug?
I got one more comment I got to touch on. We've already been here an hour and a half. I got to get some of these comments from our viewers. Back to Matt Riddle. Without talking too long about it, Sheamus beat Matt Riddle clean in the ring. Okay? Mm-hmm. You're champion. You just beat your United States champion clean in the ring. I don't like that. But then what happens after that, I like even less. Then you have your babyface attack Sheamus after the match. It makes no sense. What happened to Wrestling 101? Your babyface ain't supposed to do that.
Well, ask Bruce Pritchard that question.
Well, you know.
There was some speculation that they were going to do a face turn on Sheamus as well, so maybe that's the way to do it. I don't see it, but
I don't see that. That's just stupid. Sheamus is playing heel, so yeah.
Judge says you need a double shot of Valium. She just messaged me.
I tell you what, if I don't get it soon, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
Yeah. I can't tell if your face is red or is it the reflection off your hat and beard. It's just, I don't know.
I'm like Lady Ha-Ha. I was born this way, Tommy. I was born this way.
No, is that what?
I mean, Gaga?
No, Lady Ha-Ha. You're pronouncing it wrong.
Okay.
All right, say, could you imagine if the Goo Goo Dolls and Lady Gaga went on tour to be Goo Goo Gaga?
You're an idiot. Shut up, Tommy. You're an idiot. Let's see. I'm trying to get some cons here before we leave. If you guys got any more you want to throw them out. I'll just interrupt you in a minute.
No, my last one is going to be that Divas Championship looking belt in New Japan.
Yeah, Kenny Dunn was going to talk about that too.
The design is so stupid. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, really? This is what you come up with designing the belt? You should have just stuck with having two belts and called it a day, because that just looks so stupid.
I haven't seen it. Somebody send me a picture of this thing, or I can Google it later. I haven't seen it because I don't watch New Japan.
Dude, it looks so stupid. Like, I will tell you that right now. It looks so stupid. It looks like the Divas Championship. Like...
I tell you what, I'm not a fan of AEW's Women's Championship. I may be the minority, but I don't like the way that thing looks.
Oh, it's so small. It is so small. It's a small freaking belt.
It's about the size of the one you're wearing on your finger there.
I'm like, how can Nyla wear that around her waist when she first got it? And I'm like, that's a small belt. What
Man, I tell you, hey, Michael Mann is all over it. That's my dude right there. That ain't that bad. There you go, Ramblers. That's the belt.
Dude, that is no. It looks so ugly and stupid.
It ain't no worse than the TNT Championship.
Well, it's black now. The original one wasn't too bad, but this one they got now is actually better. Well, not better, but it's all right. But that belt right there for the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Kenny Dunn wants to know, guys. He says he wonders if the Fiend is going to wear the Nike Satan shoes for WrestleMania. Don't know. Jeremy Robinson says the Riddle thing attacking Sheamus was so out of character. But was it out of character, or is Vince McMahon just out of touch? He's like, hey, I got an idea, pal. You're a smoker of weed. You got all riled up and you got weed rage. That's why you did it. Because we all know Vince McMahon's out of touch, right, Lyndon?
Yeah, basically. He's out of touch.
All right, guys, we've been here long enough. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Next week on the show, we are going to be discussing who did Randy Orton have the best feud with. Should be a lot of fun.
Only one. One for me that I think brought out the best in Orton. But there's a few.
There's a few. Ladies and gentlemen at home, the show will be pre-taped next week, but we will have a slot here at 7 o'clock next week that we will be here rambling. And I myself will be in the chat watching along with you guys so we can discuss. Tommy, you got any final thoughts before we get out of here?
You just want me to go through my normal spiel about how happy I am to be here.
Wrap it up, kid. We got to go.
I'm happy to be here. I'm nowhere this weekend, so there you go.
I'm not going to be there this weekend, Tommy. I promise you.
I am not going anywhere. Do not have any filming gigs.
And there you have it. There you have it. Tommy's going to help me get my belt back. Sonny, you got any final thoughts before we get out of here?
I'm just hoping with WrestleMania week coming up that, I don't even know why I'm saying this because I know it's not going to happen, but I would just like for the next episodes to be a little bit more intriguing. And yeah, I can't even say it because I know it's not going to happen.
Well, see, that's the thing. We are so much alike. Every year, this time of year, it's like, it's WrestleMania. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be sweet.
Yeah.
But they let us down every single time. But we keep coming back. Like, they're going to turn around this time. No, they're not. Yeah, they're going to get it this time. But
we're glutton for punishment, man.
We really are. Lyndon, any final thoughts on one?
Man, after tonight, I can't even tell you. I can't. Just hope next week during WrestleMania that they don't do stupid crap. But
you know they will.
Wrong.
You know they will.
Stupid crap.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, that's all I
got. Jeremy wants to know, Tommy. He says, what wrestler is Timmy hanging out with this weekend? And then he spell checked Tommy.
Timmy Lou, I don't think he's really. I don't know where you're going to be at. Oh, Tommy. No, I ain't hanging out with nobody.
Maybe he wants to take a drink, Tommy. Maybe he's thirsty. Help this man out.
Well, on the 17th, I'm with El Phantasmo from New Japan, part of the Bullet Club. Too sweet.
Is he going to show up, or is he going to send somebody else?
No, actually, they paid him. He's going to show up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Royal Ramble champion, Mike Wills. Any final thoughts, buddy?
Yes, sir. Two, actually. One, I'm going to really hate the Raw after WrestleMania. It's not going to be the same because I think that's the best Raw of the year is the Raw after WrestleMania. With that being said, on a totally separate issue, this Sunday is Easter. I hope everybody remembers the reason for the season. And if y'all have a chance, y'all catch my live stream from Lower Creek Baptist Church where I'll go ahead and make the announcement now. I am going to be licensed and ordained as a minister in the Christian faith.
I only got one thing to say to that, Mike. Testify. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
He will be.
Oh. Living with me.
Well, there's people in here there's people in the chat that says I'm the Tully Blanchard of the Ramble.
No, you're the Gully Blanchard. But pay attention, Mike.
Yeah.
TNG is so close together.
Tully's a preacher in real life too, so go figure.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a minister.
I like him even more now. All right.
Just like Ted DiBiase.
Hey, Ted DiBiase is in a big money scandal right now. You can't put him in that category, Mike. It makes y'all look bad.
Well, fair enough.
Nikita Koloff. Nikita's and Ivan was a preacher.
What about that dude that sells water for like $30? That's your boy, ain't it, Tommy? Is he a preacher? I know he's really religious. George South.
Now I've been to a couple George South services during WrestleCade and listened to him preach. I love to listen to George talk. Yeah, George is,
He goes off and rants sometimes, doesn't he?
yes, he does. I love it. He's a great guy. I love George to death.
Kind of a change of topic here, but Jeremy says WrestleMania, the crack for wrestling fans.
You ain't wrong.
Yeah.
He ain't wrong. And
We hate it so much to keep coming back.
we hate it so much. We hate it. They do stupid stuff all the time.
But we still watch it.
And we'll probably be back here next year whining and complaining again, but we're going to keep watching.
Yep.
All right.
Keep on watching wrestling.
You guys ever seen that meme where somebody describes something and somebody's just like, here, just take my money? That's what I feel like watching wrestling. I'm like, you piss me off. You're doing stupid stuff, but here, take all my money. Take it all. Just give it all.
Take the money anyway. Well,
Anyway, guys,
Take the money in.
we've been here long enough. Like Mike said, remember what the reason for the season is this Sunday. Go to church. If you guys don't go to church, go to church. What?
is Mike going to have a sunrise service?
I don't think we're getting up that early, are we, Mike?
No. Sunday school 10, preaching 11. We have our meal at noon. Then after that, we're going to do some singing, and that's when I get ordained.
That's awesome.
Be able to marry people and stuff, all that legal
Oh,
stuff.
sweet.
Yeah, man.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Better not marry my belts, all I'm saying. All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you guys next week. For Tommy Thomason, Sonny Salem, Lyndon Childers, the Royal Ramble champion, Mike Wills, I'm John Covey. Go, guys. Till next week, ramble on.
See ya.
Ramble on.